So everybody assumes that when a company's AI rollout flops, it's a technology problem. I can tell you right now, it's not. And after years of studying organizational change, AI has very little to do with it. If you're interested in rolling out AI at your company, or if you're a leader, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's causing companies millions of dollars right now. So anytime you bring technology, but anything, into a new company, it's a change management issue. You have to go through the steps of change management. There's a lot of different things that you can call change management. There's a lot of different acronyms. There's the ADKAR model by ProSci I'm certified in. There are Kotter's 8 steps. But at the end of the day, they all fall under the same philosophy. The first thing is defining that change. The second thing is building a desire for that change. The third thing is executing the change, and the fourth thing is iterating. So what needs to be done after you run through that process. But if you do not go through a proper change management process after you introduce something new like AI, it's going to fail. Let me tell you what I'm seeing most companies do. Most companies are just going straight to execute. They're saying, here's this new software, here's this new AI, use it, save some time, make your job easier, make us more money. I've seen companies do lunch and learns. I've seen companies do just emails, just basically saying, go to town with this new tool that we just spent money on that you all will be able to spend thousands of dollars every month on. And that's just an announcement. That's not proper change management. And here's what I'm saying, which is pretty good as far as teaching goes. Just see what tasks you can automate with AI. That works pretty well until you realize that it's not just 2 or 3 people. If you have 2 or 3 people, you don't need to go through as much change management issues, but you want this to be something that makes your entire company better. You want this to be something that 100 people can all get in line and follow to a T. So I want you to ask yourself, what's your philosophy when it comes to AI? What do you want your company to use AI for? Do you want them writing things with AI? Do you want them iterating things with it? What is your, first of all, perspective? Everybody there needs to understand the culture that you have when it comes to AI. You have your own company culture, your own company values, but you also have that same culture and same values has to then spread to AI. You still have to define what we're using it for, what the biggest thing we want out of it. Is the biggest thing time saving? Is the biggest thing more work? Is the biggest thing best work? So I've attached a quick document down in the comments that you all can use as a cheat sheet for implementing AI and implementing pretty much anything else that's new. And when you don't go through that change management process, there's a lot of things that you miss out on. Like there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear around AI right now. Put yourself in the employee seat. When they first hear that announcement, that we're a company that uses AI, we're a company that's pushing AI at this point, the first idea that they're getting from that is this going to replace me? What if I show that AI can do my entire job? What if I automate things and my job basically becomes pointless? What if me just getting better with AI and figuring out how to do more with AI just makes my boss tell me I need to do even more work and my expectations have gone through the ceiling? So again, that's going to come with communication to say what you're using AI for, what your goal is, and how it benefits the employee. How does it benefit the employee? How is it going to make their day better? How is it going to make their life better at work? If it's not going to make their life better at work, you're not going to get great adoption. You're not going to get good results from that. And when you're in charge, there's very few times people are going to actually reach out to you directly and let you know they're not liking what you're doing. So you have to use some proactivity of reaching out to communicate exactly what your goal is there. Really communicate the value of what's going to happen if this employee becomes the best at the company with AI. How does that benefit their everyday job? And also open those avenues for any criticism, feedback, or just good things they have to say about whatever new service, LLM, or AI product you're using. So the companies that are looking at these tools the same way that they look at any other new tool, the companies that are treating this as something that needs to be integrated with intention into their companies are skyrocketing. It's the same thing that you can do on an individual level to help your career with AI, the same way that with intentionality and using it as a tool to skyrocket what you're already good at is the same way that it can work with companies, but it has to be done intentionally. Now, let's just imagine you go out and you buy a Ferrari, and a NASCAR driver goes out and buys a Ferrari. Now, who do you think is going to be able to get more out of that car, you or the NASCAR driver? It's the same thing with any other tool. Whoever has the best ability in whatever area that you'd like it to be in is going to get the most out of those tools. And whoever understands how to integrate that new tool into their life the best is, of course, going to do the best. That's common sense. But a lot of times when we're here in these macro large situations and large organizations, we're not thinking about that. So if you're thinking about integrating AI into your company or your team, let's think about what the AI strategy is and how you can integrate that into the daily workings of your team. And better yet, what's in it for them? What's in it for them if they become the best in the world at what they do? And if you can't answer any parts of that question, you don't have an AI strategy.